Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem for some of you releases soon, or heck, maybe it's already out. For the NZ crowd though, we have to wait until September and I'm trying not to think too much about it. In the meantime though, let's review some of those LEGO Ninja Turtles sets. One of my favourite LEGO themes that I think is incredibly underrated. Over the next few weeks, be sure to stick around for my coverage over a plethora of sets from both the cartoon and the movie. We're gonna go for an all-new speed record today with this review. This is Karai's Bike Escape, which released at $25 back in 2014. I got mine last year for around $15 secondhand. I understand that inflation calculator means that this is now around $31 today, but LEGO wouldn't release this at $31. Let's not kid ourselves here. Not even battle packs are listed at that price anymore. The set overview here is a great set, honestly, for a pretty great price. You get a mainline turtle and a key player alongside with a bike and a street build. It's literally a Batman Catwoman set. We'll start with that street build because it's the most interesting part and it's the only part really. You get a roadwork sign. Awesome. The street corner is pretty well made actually. There is a manhole here because it's Manhattan, and a vial of ooze is located nearby as well. There is a fire hydrant and a street sign. The main build here is the newspaper vending machine, which has a feature connected to that street sign. The set's previous owners missed the mark on their sticker placements, yeesh, so I'll fix that. Moving that sign makes the vending machine explode, causing the newspaper to go flying. It's simple and it's very effective. I do always like getting small builds like this. Karai's bike is the basic LEGO City bike, but it has some additions built onto it, which also intrigues me. Her bike is decked out with a dual exhaust and a machine gun attached here at the back. I'm not sure what the stuff on the front of the bike is supposed to be though. There's this little hooked section which I use for the helmet when it's not in use. Just a nice looking bike, but nothing much to say otherwise. As far as the source material goes though, finding this was a lot more difficult than I had imagined. The scene that the set depicts has Leo and Karai at odds with one another. This may be a scene that happens in the show, but I couldn't find it. I searched for the Karai bike and literally just the LEGO set appeared. Eventually I found this scene which features Karai and April, and I have to assume that this is the same bike that's featured in the set, right? Surely Karai doesn't get another very similar looking bike. It seems to match up okay. It has the same sticker, the same color scheme matches as well, but that extra nozzle at the front of the bike, it seems to be non-existent in the source material. Leonardo also includes this blue skateboard, which is pretty nice. I think it came in another set as well though. Reminds me a lot of the Island Extreme stuff from the early 2000s LEGO sets. The set wants you to attach a rope to the bike and have Karai drag him away. So this is Leonardo. He is our one turtle for the set, a very unique version of that figure because of his battle damaged attire. I do really love when toys release versions of characters like this, genuinely. He's basically the same as the other Leonardo figures, but he does have some scuffs on his head, torso and his legs. He included just one sword though, so he's missing that iconic dual weaponry, and like other variations of himself, he has a very angry expression. I personally could have really done with a smiling Leonardo, but not this one specifically. This one's fine to be looking angry. And this is Karai, who was obviously my main driving force for buying this set. Her design is very different from what I'm personally used to with how I always envisioned Karai, but she is neat nonetheless. The obvious unique trait here is her hairpiece, which is a rubberized piece with black and blonde coloring. It is very accurate to the show's appearance, whereas the April figure just kind of barely matches. Karai had her hair specially made just for her. It looks very unique and it is pretty much one-to-one. Her printing is okay. It seems to be accurate enough, though it's more of a shiny silver than a dull grey that the LEGO figure would have you believe. She has a double-sided face where she has a very angry expression, and here's how she looks with her helmet on. It's fine. The helmet actually does have printing in the show, so they kind of dropped the ball on this one here. And that's it. It's a totally fine set, genuinely, it really is. There's just not a whole lot to talk about in a little YouTube review. I do love the exclusive inclusions of Karai, who is at least in my eyes a major character in the Turtles universe, so well worth the price for that alone. Compared to that other $25 Turtle set that released in Wave 1 though, I think this is the weaker one. That set gave us a prison build and a Krang ship, the only appearance of Krang in all of the sets, though I tragically don't have that set currently built up, so there'll be no review coming from me, at least for now. If you enjoyed this retrospective LEGO Ninja Turtles review, stick around because over the next month I'll be going over more LEGO sets from this line. Liking and subscribing does help to support this channel, and as always, take care.